It's the bye week this week, so we're going to show some love to Joe Douglas. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I wanted to take a look at what the Jets roster looked like when Joe Douglas got here versus what it looks like now. And before we get started today, I just want to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast and also make sure to sign up for BUSR using my link busr.com/Matt for sign up. And you could be entered to win the tickets to the Jets versus Bears. Deposit $100. Here's the terms and conditions. We are extending it another week, so here is some more opportunities for you. So the New York Jets look a lot different than what they did over the last 3 years or so, and Joe Douglas deserves a lot of credit for that. The Jets are currently 6-3. They exceeded their win total expectation from Vegas already, which was set at 5.5. They won 4 games last year. They won 2 games the year before that. And in 2019, when Joe Douglas first arrived, he went 7-9, but that was a very fraudulent 7-9, as we all know, with the Adam Gase year. So what I wanted to do was kind of just take a look at how much things have really changed from that 2019 roster to what it currently looks like right now. So let's do just that. We're going to pull up the 2019 roster, who the starters were, and take a look at, again, how much things have changed. So quarterback was Sam Darnold that year. It was his second year. He started 13 games for the team and was better than what he was in year one. Probably currently on pace to have a better statistical season than what Zach Wilson is currently, but Wilson has 8 more games at the time of recording this, and we'll just get into more stuff like that later. But the starting running back was Le'Veon Bell, who wasn't really good, as we know. He was not the Le'Veon Bell that the Jets were hoping they were going to get. He ran for just 789 yards and 3 touchdowns on 245 carries. That's pretty gross. This wide receiving core was nowhere close to what it is now. Robbie Anderson, Jamison Crowder, and Demaryius Thomas were the 3 wide receivers. I liked Robbie Anderson and I liked Jamison Crowder, but they are not in the same stratosphere as what the New York Jets are currently running out there. Ryan Griffin, your starting tight end, who caught 5 touchdown passes, by the way. That success did not last very long. Offensive line was in brutal shape. Look at this offensive line. Kelvin Beachum starting left tackle, Alex Lewis starting left guard, Jonathan Harrison starting center, Brian Winters was your right guard, and Brandon Shell. Woof. That is a tough offensive line unit. My God. On the defensive side of the football, here's your defensive line. Henry Anderson, Steve McClendon, Quinnen Williams. Obviously, Quinnen Williams as a rookie was kind of just getting his footing right. Did not have the same impact that what he has now. Henry Anderson was not very good at all this year for the New York Jets. And Steve McClendon was fine. McClendon was a nice piece for this team, but nothing like what Quinnen Williams is now as the defensive tackle. Outside linebacker, or just linebacker core in general, Jordan Jenkins, James Burgess, and Neville Hewitt. Jordan Jenkins this was probably his best year of his career, actually, Jordan Jenkins, as he had an 8-sack season. Burgess and Neville Hewitt is not a very good linebacker core. The corners, Nate Hairston and Darryl Roberts compared to Sauce Gardner and TJ Reed is a massive difference. Safety play was very good. Jamal Adams and Marcus May, there's no denying that. But Brian Poole as the slot corner. But really looking at this team right now, the only areas where you say is definite, the 2019 team was definitely better was at safety with Jamal Adams and Marcus May. But the Jets' 2022 defense is significantly better than what the 2019 defense is. And offensively, the Jets' offense is going to be significantly better now than what it was then. Here's what we're looking at right now at what the New York Jets are running out there in Denzel Mims, Elijah Moore, and Garrett Wilson as your receivers. That does not include Corey Davis, who will be making his return, and Braxton Berrios, who is also probably better than most of the wide receivers on that list for the New York Jets. Well, maybe not Jamison Crowder and Denzel, but I would say definitely better than Demaryius Thomas at that point in his career. Offensive line, Brown, Tomlinson, McGovern, Herbig, Oboye, which that was not anywhere close to what the offensive line was supposed to look like this year, and it's still better than what the 2019 version of the offensive line was. Zach Wilson, quarterback, Michael Carter / Breece Hall, but even Michael Carter at this point in his career better than Le'Veon Bell. Tyler Conklin, massive upgrade over what they were working with in Ryan Griffin. Defensive line just downright nasty with Lawson Williams, even Solomon Thomas and John Franklin Myers. When you add in the other guys who are rotating in, Sheldon Rankin's hurt, but when you add in Jermaine Johnson and Bryce Huff, significantly more talent on that defensive line. Corners, Sauce and DJ Reed, a best corner duo in the NFL, and the Jets were running out Darryl Roberts at that point, which is just such a massive difference for what the Jets were looking at. Quincy Williams, CJ Mosley, Quan Alexander at linebacker is significantly better than what the Jets were running out there with Hewitt, Jordan Jenkins, and whatever else they were putting out there in 2019. And while LaMarcus Joyner and Jordan Whitehead are not nearly as good as prime Marcus May and prime Jamal Adams, they're more than fine. It is more than enough to get away with on this team. And you just see such a tangible difference when looking at these two rosters. And again, this takes into account injuries on this Jets team. In the offensive line, you have 3 guys currently starting who were not supposed to start for this unit, and it is still significantly better than the 2019 version. So Joe Douglas is obviously doing a very good job, and there's a reason why this team is where it is. They've drafted well, specifically over the last couple of years, and it's paying dividends right now. They're doing this the right way, and they're only going to continue to get better as a young group. Times are really exciting for a Jet fan. They deserve every bit of this, and I thought that now at the bye week would be the perfect time to go back and look at what that 2019 team looked like when Joe Douglas first got here to what it looks like now. And it is a drastic difference in terms of talent, in terms of winning. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary. Please subscribe here if you are new, and I'll talk to you next time.